Oh, good afternoon. Uh, Look at the dandelions in this field. This is we'll call it a converting hayfield. This is about a 2 acre little piece that used to be cut for hay pretty regularly. And, put it in perspective. Here is a field we planted last year with almost no dandelions in it. And you can kind of see the graze line right here. So they were right by these wagons up by the fence. And we skipped them. We skipped all of this to put them over here. And this is because proper management requires active thinking and flexible approach. Today it's 77, 78 degrees high, which is perfect. You know, these are all relatively heat tolerant cattle with the exception of that Black Highland crossover there. But tomorrow, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I hear something knocking on my fence over there. I got to go look for that. It's going to be almost 90 degrees. And as you can see, there is no shade on this field at all. So we are skipping. This is probably a 5 acre, maybe a little, about 5 acres, maybe 4 acre piece here. And we skipped ahead to where we have a tree line that the animals can get back into. See that little black calf? Isn't that funny? That's a little heifer calf that came out of a Red Angus bull that we don't have any longer, and that British white. Isn't that a weird, maybe some sort of recessive gene? I'm not certain. But you can see, so quick calf updates. So we have the bull calf, Red Angus bull calf, Red Angus British white cross bull calf, little black heifer calf with some kind of British white and Red Angus weirdness. And then we got two South Pole, purebred South Pole heifer calves. There's one right there. You can see she's a little smaller, very slick. And then we'll go look at the other one real quick. Look at her. What a beautiful, slick-looking calf. One of the other advantages of doing this kind of skip grazing is that I am allowing them to get away from the beginning of the fly pressure that we're experiencing. Yeah, what a beautiful little calf right there. Goodness. And you can kind of see the slickness difference between the Red Angus and the South Pole. Very pleased with that. There's Ann's milk cow. She's looking pretty content and big. It's fun to watch them just chomp away at dandelions and grass. And so the grass is really coming along now. We're really starting to feel it. We're trying this year. I've heard mixed results, like it's crap or it's awesome. So this is Redmond with garlic. I can smell it right now. Just to see if it'll help keep some of the fly pressure off. And then, if you can believe it, this is the oat field that we planted not a couple weeks ago, and boy, isn't that coming along very quickly. So this has oats and then about 14 kinds of grasses that'll be coming behind it. And we're going to try to bale up the oats and then have a pasture behind it that we can get into next year. So, whoa. Anyhow, I've really begun to admire the slick coatedness of these South Poles relative to the more hairy, rough-looking Red Angus. And just look at the size difference. Holy smokes. So I'm very pleased that we're getting heifer calves so far out of out of our South Poles that we bought last year. I think she's a little bit behind. I mean, you can see she's still pretty round, but you know, her bag isn't filling up yet, so she must be a later calving one. But anyway, so flexible management. When it's hot, get them some shade, especially if you have not really high tolerant heat cattle. And I have a good mix, but I don't think these black cattle would do well and do what I need them to do if I just left them out in the sun when it was 90 for, you know, days on end. It's gonna be, we're gonna have this 4-day stretch of 88, 89 is gonna put pressure enough on them without any shade. So anyway, it's a beautiful day. I'm gonna go back and tend to our sheep next. Just thought I'd give you guys an update on what the cattle are up to.